Hello. Hello. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome to our live stream. Good morning, good morning. Hello, guys. I hope all of you are great. Today in our tea class, I would love to share this very fragrant, very flavored, very famous Chinese oolong. This tea we call it as Wuyi Robe tea. This tea is type of Wuyi Robe teas. We call it as in Chinese called 大红袍, 大红袍, Big Red Robe Oolong. I don't know if I've ever tried it. This is one of the most famous oolong in China and around the world. But if you already tried, please share your experience in our comment. Hello, guys. Hello. Okay, this is the tea I would like to share with you today. This tea is from Chinese Fujian Province, a representative for Chinese oolong. This tea is featured by its vibrant, complex, long-lasting, ripe, fruity, and florals. What kind of oolong it is? Wuyi Robe tea. I'll share the title of this tea. Hello. I'm from Brazil. Hello. Okay. Uh, Technically, Wuyi Robe tea. Wuyi Robe tea. Wuyi Robe tea is supplied with the most complex Chinese tea making process. This tea requires a lot of time and a lot of efforts, skills. This tea, do you know there's a famous saying to describe the position, the place of Wuyi Robe tea for Chinese tea drinkers. We say Chinese Ropu, Shengpo, and the Wuyi Robe teas are eventual destination for Chinese tea lovers. You can imagine a tea can stand out among hundreds of Chinese tea. This tea must be very exceptional, very unique, outstanding. This is a tea I want to share with you today. Now let me introduce the program, our live stream. The first hour, I'll focus on this tea to show you how to bring this tea with a traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei. When you bring Wuyi Robe tea, this tea has a very distinctive fragrance profile, I recommend to use a Gaiwan. For sure, if you never use Gaiwan, don't get used to use Gaiwan, because here we're gonna use just boiled water. If you are a beginner, you can try with a teapot with a good smooth pouring. Okay, the first hour, even you are new to this tea, don't worry. After this 1 hour lesson, I believe you definitely how to bring it. This tea, okay. For the second, when I finish this tea today, I also prepare some new arrivals. Very beautiful Chinese tea with handmade, original designed, authentic Chinese tea ways. Okay, during our tea session, if you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. The temperature varies depending on the degrees of fermentation. Oolong, what do you think when the time is different? For oolong is almost requires very high water temperature. It's not so different even for the different oolong, because oolong For tea with a high fragrance profile, we always recommend to use high water temperature above 95 Celsius degree, just boiled water. Thai, it's not about fermentation here. Fermentation is not so correct. To be more exactly, it's we call it oxidation, because fermentation is another thing. Sometimes people misunderstand, uh, misunderstand between fermentation and oxidation, but technically the mechanism is very different. Okay. To bring a good cup of Wuyi Robe tea, just like other Chinese oolong as well, we always recommend to use above 95 Celsius degree. 95. If you measure with Fahrenheit, let me Fahrenheit. You can do some conversion. 95 or just boiled water for this tea. I personally I will use just boiled water. Okay, for sure. If you're new to this tea, you are Chinese tea beginner, please pay attention, because when you deal with the hot water, pay attention to the hot water. This tea, for this tea, but 203. Oh, thank you, Doran. Thank you. For this tea, I would recommend to use above 95 Celsius degree, 203 Fahrenheit. Regarding the tea to water ratio for this tea, if you already get some Chinese tea experience, because this tea, you can. There's something I want to tell you before you try this tea. Here we already use very hot water, and tea to water ratio 1 to 20. This is a recommended tea to water ratio. If you are new to this tea, you can lower your tea to water ratio. You can use around 1 to 30, 1 to 40. Technically, this tea has a certain intensity, unlike a Chinese fine green tea, Chinese high grade white tea, yellow tea. Actually, this tea here, the intensity means the strength will bring to your mouth for your taste bud. If you are a beginner, this tea, like the guy one I'm using today, this guy one 150 ml, I'm taking 7 to 8 grams. If you're new to this tea, you can simply just take 5 grams to degustate the light flavor and the fragrance. First of all, hello from Miami. hello, Veldin. You have a wonderful voice. Thank you. Welcome to John live stream. This is the guy one I'm using today. A new arrival. Later on, I will show you some. So the details of this guy one person I like very much. In Chinese tea ceremony, you can see that. We also need this a fairy cup. This do you know how we call it in Chinese? This transparent glass cup with a spoon. The function of this fairy cup in Chinese called Gong Dao Bei is to spare tea fairly into every teacup to show your sincere echo respect for each person in this tea ceremony. Is it the same ratio using small yeast in clay pot to brilliant? Personally, if you the teapot will be the second option now, because for Wuyi Robe tea Yancha, this tea the steeping time is very this steeping time must be well controlled. Here we are using very hot water and hot water and high tea to water ratio. If you steep over time, this tea will taste too strong. I love Chinese culture in the tea. Okay, and this is the teacup to match. Okay. During our tea section, during our tea section. If you have any questions, please feel free to join our comment. Second, you have butterflies everywhere. Yeah, I like butterflies. This tea. Now I'm boiling our water. This tea is from north of Fujian. We also call it Minbei Oolong. Min, this is a short word to refer to Fujian Province. The oolong, first of all, please understand oolong. Oolong is Chinese one of the green tea category. In this oolong family, this oolong, do you know why we call it Wuyi Robe tea? First of all, this tea is from the essential Wuyi Robe tea producing area from the very beautiful high altitude mountain called Wuyi Mountain. And besides this tea, in Chinese was also called Yan Cha, right? Here is referring to it means the tea, tea from the rogue. Later on, I will show you a video of the tea garden condition. This place, one day if you get chance to visit China, you want to do a tea journey, this is a tea travel, this is a place you must go. Later on I will show this video. And technically this tea, every time when I appreciate I drink a Wuyi Robe tea, I will in my heart always express my deep respect for our tea artisans, because this tea was made in last year, 2024. To be more exact, this tea we started to make from April, and the first time when we started to sell this tea, in fact it was last November, December. Do you know why? Because this tea is still applied with the traditional baking process, doubles 2 times, double baking process. When this tea is made, in this tea is done, we don't sell it immediately. We pay a lot of patience to let the tea, because when the tea is applied with the baking process, it comes with baking scent somehow. So we just leave it for a while, for a few months. Now, for the moment when you try this tea already, the baking scent is already almost disappearing. It's a very pleasurable moment to enjoy this tea. Hello, sister. I'm happy to find you. Hello, Shrinken. Hello. Welcome to see you again. Very happy to see you. Okay, now the water is ready here. We're using just boiled water. So when you are brewing this tea, please pay attention. Now we can start our Chinese Wuyi Robe tea. Wuyi Robe tea. This tea type we call in Chinese called Da Hong Pao. The big big red big red robe Wuyi Robe tea. Before our first infusion, there are 2 things we need to follow. The first step, very essential step, we call preheating process. Preheating process is necessary and inevitable, especially when you deal with aged tea and oolong. Those teas in general requires high water temperature. I can feel the hot viber from the guy one. reheat the change it. And the teacup as well. Before our first infusion, I advise to rinse this tea. This is a tradition for the local people. So when we try, my experience is we respect the tradition. We follow what the local people they do. Here, not because this tea is not clean enough, so we need to rinse it. Because this roll, after this rinsing infusion, you can directly enjoy your first infusion. For the rinsing infusion, we don't drink it; we just discard it. Okay. First of all, let's have a general look about this tea. Physically, compared with the Chinese white green tea, Wuyi robe tea physically looks much more low key. This tea is made from mature tea leaves. In general, Chinese green tea is made from very high grade, very soft, tender tea leaves. In the contrary, you see, look at the color, and I just take one. You can see the difference, the size of the tea leaf. This tea is beautiful, only dark brown color. The dry tea smells very pleasant. Now we just put tea into the guy one. This tea, I'm taking the entire sachet. This entire sachet, the tea will wrap into the small sachet like this. It's around 8 grams. 8 grams. 8 grams. The dry tea fragrance is very interesting. After preheating the gaiwan, the teapot, this step we call it shaking fragrance. Shake several times, and then smell it. After the traditional double baking, slowing light baking process. When you smell it, this dry tea has a very pleasant caramel sugar fragrance. Smells so sweet, baked. Okay. We rinse it. We are rinsing our tea. We discard it. We don't drink it. So far, any questions? If you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comments. Now we can start our first infusion. This tea water is poured out very similar to Chinese Phoenix Dancong, 凤凰单丛凤凰单丛 requires short word in, word out, very quick, few seconds. This tea cannot be steeped over time, otherwise it tastes. Why do you discard the first infusion for Wuyi Road in general? And for the raising infusion, we don't drink it. When you deal with oolong, keep your kettle high. Are all Da Hong Pao still relates to mother trees? No, no, no. In Da Hong Pao is a commercial name. We can say it's a commercial name, and basically very few, yeah, very few teas made from the mother tree. You barely see. There is some, but you barely see because they already done ordered by a specific people. Da Hong Pao nowadays is referring to a commercial name. It's kind of composing tea. It means Da Hong Pao flavor and taste can be varied. You can imagine the, between the ratio of composition leaves. This is depends on each artisan, their understanding for this tea. Very beautiful amber color, really beautiful. This fairy cup, I really like it. Hand engraved with heart sature, very beautiful calligraphy, artistic. Yes, then thank you for explanation. You're welcome. This tea soup. This tea soup, even the tea soup has a very pleasant, complex fragrance. After almost 1 year, we call it 1 year. After 1 year, this tea was finished in last summer, almost 1 year. Now when you try it, the baking aroma, you barely feel any the baking, the high baking scent from this tea. Beautiful souvenir, thank you. This tea is characterized by its long-lasting, varied mixture, ripe, fruity, mellow fruity fragrance, and floral aroma, a delicate floral aroma. This tea is from the essential Wuyi Robe tea producing area. This tea, we call it this tea as this tea, the tea garden. The raw material of this tea is from the tea garden nearby a famous temple, a Buddhist temple in Wuyi Mountain. So this tea we also call it as Baiyun Temple, Baiyun Temple Wuyi Robe Tea, the essential producing area. 隔着屏幕都能闻它香味的感觉。Yeah, it's very Wuyi Robe Tea. One of the main reason why people love Wuyi Robe Tea, we call it Wuyi Robe Tea. Yancha is the eventual destination of Chinese tea. Can you imagine? This tea must be gorgeous, outstanding. The fragrance is intense, varied, complex. Floral fragrance is sweet, sweet, very pleasant. I'm gonna try our first sip. This tea is highly resistant, can be brewed over 10 times. What kind of tea? Wuyi Robe Tea. Wuyi. In Chinese, we also call it Yan Cha. Yan Cha. Wow. Uh, the palate is full flavored with complex fragrance. After drinking it, there's a quick, there's a quick recovery of saliva, sweet aftertaste. This tea has amazing mellowness and rich layers of the taste. In general, we when we bring Wuyi tea, we drink Wuyi tea. We're using small guy one small teacup, so that the small teacup can preserve better the fragrance profile. Because today this is a new arrival guy one. I want to show you today, so I'm just pick this one. Otherwise, I will just use a small teacup guy one, especially when I drink alone. After drinking this tea, the Wuyi Robe tea also has a great lingering finish. Lingering finish. What is the volume of the guy one? This one 150 ml. 150 ml. 150 ml, a little bit large for my hand. Personally, I use more 120, 30. Fit my hands. 150 ml is a golden. It's a golden ratio. It's a golden volume. The tea is wrapped into a small sachet like this. Every sachet is around 8 grams, 8.3 grams. If you if you're new to this tea, you can just have half of the tea. In the case of your first time to enjoy this tea. When we degustate this tea, drink it slowly. This tea is characterized by its long-lasting fragrance profile. Wow! After pouring the tea out, When smell this tea, there's a milky, this is sweet milky aroma left inside the bottom of the very cup. This tea has a well-structured texture, well-structured flavor, and yes, we can. Yeah, sweet aftertaste is great. After drinking it, there's a tender, soft, sweet aftertaste appearing above your taste bud. In Chinese, we call it 回甘. Sweet aftertaste. Good morning, wine. Good morning. For the moment we're drinking, today I'm sharing this very fragrant, one of the most famous fragrant Chinese oolong. This tea is from Fujian Province. Wuyi Robe tea. The commercial name of this tea is one of the most famous Wuyi Robe tea. We call it in Chinese Da Hong Pao. The Big Red Robe Da Hong Pao. This tea, besides this Da Hong Pao, do you know the tea trees where we tea 岩茶岩茶 just call 岩茶岩 in Chinese means rogue. Those tea trees they are growing by chance if you have one day if you get chance to visit China and you go this place, you will surprised by the beautiful magnificent mountain landscape and see and you will be surprised by the environmental condition of this place. Those tea trees they are some of them they are growing from the rocks. As this place this a tea, this yancha with such flavor taste. This is contributed by a lot of factors such as micro. This place has a micro climate. The weather is very. The weather condition of this place is very interesting. We call it as microclimate, and besides, when we the soil condition, fish the soil is very particular here. This place has the most. Has the best soil for the growth of the tea trees. First of all, it's very rich, fertile. The soil contains a lot high portion of gravels, and besides loose with thick layers, light acid. The best soil for the growth of tea trees, and with microclimate, high altitude. You know the high altitude. We in China, this place, Wuyi Mountain, is all year round surrounded by the mist and clouds. In China, we always say mountains surrounded by the clouds produces better tea. Now I will show you this tea garden. This tea garden condition is this tea garden is very close to a famous Buddhist temple in Wuyi Mountain. This tea was called Bai Yun, the temple, Bai Yun Temple, Wuyi Robe tea. They say the emperor was fond of Hong Pao. Is that? Those are legend. There's a legend. No, no, no. It's not exactly. Sometimes one that this is invented by people. For sure, it's not true. It's also true that refined products, such as wine, fruits, coffee, you can literally taste the soil in these fine products. Yeah, because soil is the most basic thing for the growth of tea trees. And different plants requires different soil. Like this place is recognized. Wuyi Mountain is recognized, especially for the soil. Is recognized as the most beneficial, uh, for the growth of the tea trees. Okay, I'm show you the tea garden condition. You will understand why this tea is great. Thank you. Good day and good night. Good night. Thank you. Have a nice day. of course, very significant part of growing process. Definitely, yeah. From the video, you see this video almost 3 minutes. You see how many steps process for making a good Wuyi roti. Very in the video, I don't know. Do you remember? You notice something. The artist said, for something they are not satisfied, they will leave it for the second because for a certainties, sometimes they will rebake again for the second year. This is an incredible video, so helpful to understand the process. Wuyi roti is applied with the most complex tea making process. He compared with other Chinese teas like green tea, white tea. Wuyi roti is most crafted tea. Now we continue our second infusion. When you degustate this tea, this tea requires a lot of time. That's why for Gongfu Cha, we call Chinese tea ceremony as Gongfu Cha tea ceremony. Basically, Gongfu Cha, Gongfu tea is from we say is from oolong tea because like oolong, when you drinking oolong, first of all it's very resistant, and secondly a tea with a high flavor, high fragrance notes profile. You need to be focused on. You need to be fully concentrated on the tea itself. That we say Gongfu Cha in Chinese. In Chinese culture means in Chinese culture language means take efforts, time to do something. Gongfu takes time, efforts to do something, to drink a tea, to prepare a tea. If you want to enjoy the best flavor, fragrance of the tea, you have to drink the tea in time. Don't leave your tea get cold. Unlike for Chinese white tea, green tea, okay, if you drink cold, it's okay. But for Wuyi roti, that's why every time when I introduce this tea with you, I always emphasize the temperature of the water we use for boiling, temperature for the tea itself. Drink tea in time. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. Later on, I will. For the moment, I haven't finished the link. I prepare a small. I prepare a box with six different Wuyi roti tea samples to let you have a try. Probably this week and next week I'll finish the link and I will show in our live stream. The fragrance is so long lasting, well bodied. When you drink this tea, even you see in the video, the video explains the drying process. First of all, they will use we can say strong. I cannot find the exact word in English. Use open fire. Let's say it's good. I don't know translations. The fire a little bit open fire. Let's say that open fire to dry it, and later on, the tea artisan will rebake again. And for the late baking process, this baking step is slow and light. This one was baked with a traditional process, double baking, slow and mild baking. When you when you when you drink this tea after 1 year, after this tea was made in last summer, after 1 year uh, conversion, but the conversion here is not so correct to use for oolong, for one after 1 year waiting time. This tea, when you try this tea, you barely feel the baking scent. A little bit, it remains a little bit, but it's very light, very comfortable. Keep your kettle high. Water in, water out, steeping time. This is our second infusion. Very beautiful amber color. Looks very clear, beautiful, bright. The tea soup has soury, milky aroma. Milky fragrance. This tea has is compared with basically uh, just looking the tea soup, and understanding the tea making process, double baking, and this Wuyi Robe tea has a medium oxidation level. In general, with the high oxidated tea, this this tea unlike oolong. Do you know how we classify what kind of for Chinese tea? In China, we get over hundreds different teas, right? Do you know how we classify? Technically, according to the tea making process and tea polyphenol oxidation level, we classify Chinese teas into the 6 grand teas. Black tea, we also call it red tea, yellow tea, right? This tea falls into Wuyi Robe tea, 大红袍, the Big Red Robe Wuyi Robe tea, 岩茶, it's called 岩茶, falls into the oolong. Oh, sorry, the connection issue. Okay, okay, where I'm talking about. Okay, this tea, unlike for oolong, don't don't think that because uh, this is kind of oolong. We also have oolong from south of Fujian Province. We call it Minnan oolong. The most famous one, Tieguanyin Iron Goddess oolong, right? That oolong, that oolong is characterized by its elegant, long-lasting, delicate floral orchid aroma. With that, yeah, with that great lingering finish as well. And here I want to say because this tea with the double baking, traditional double baking process and medium oxidation level, this tea technically has a ripe fruity fragrance. You will not find this ripe fruity fragrance flavor from a oolong tea with a light oxidation level. This tea. This tea has very complex fragrance profile. Dominant fruity, ripe, mellow fruity, sweet fruity fragrance, and long-lasting floral aromas. Besides, also accompanied with a sweet caramel fragrance. Uh, now I'm trying the second. This is our second infusion. It tastes flavored, mellow, very tasty. When you degustate this tea, probably you will notice this tea tastes a little bit. The texture is not so smooth, not so smooth, gentle as aged tea. It tastes a, it tastes it has some light bitterness and astringency, similar to 单丛 Phoenix 单丛凤凰单丛 because this is not this not does not relate with the quality. Hello, sure, hello, at all, because this light astringent bitterness, in the contrary, adds a rich flavor and taste for the tea, as this astringency and bitterness will quick recover to a saliva sweetness. This definitely contribute a more complex flavor in the taste for the Wuyi rope tea. And then besides this tea, this tea was made last year, 2024, probably next year. When you try this tea, now I don't know. And regarding the flavor taste, this tea will always remain almost same in the future. A tea for Wuyi rope tea in general, we recommend to drink within three years, maximum 5 years. Depends on the tea making process and how you store this tea. This tea Wuyi robe tea. Do you know Wuyi robe tea? Some of them. This one I don't know. So far, it's not so. It tastes not so. Ot, 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 obvious yet. Probably next year, or if you taste a tea, Wuyi robe tea, uh, if it has a light acid taste, but you have to distinguish what kind of this acid taste it is. If it's light, it's gentle, like when you try some fruit. The fruit's natural has a pleasant acidity, acid flavor and taste, because it will quick convert in a few seconds. As you know, for the organic, because tea as a plant contains 1 to 2% organic acidity. So when you, this is not, I would not say you will see exactly from this tea. So far, this acid flavor is not so. It's very light. It's not even not noticed by you. But probably next year or in 2 years, we don't know. But I just want to share this with you. In the case if you one day you try something with acid flavor, but you have to distinguish if it's pleasant, it's light, it convert quickly. Okay. After drinking, and there's a great sweet aftertaste. And when you drinking Wuyi robe tea, after swallowing the tea, take a breath, and feel the fragrance running, flowing through your mouth and your mouth and the uh, your mouth and the nose. As a Wuyi robe tea is one of the most fragrant and oolong tea among hundreds of Chinese teas. This tea highly recommend to you, especially you already have some Chinese tea experience. You will want to continue to enrich your experiment. This tea I recommend to you. After drinking it, you will feel this fruity mellowness inside your mouth. So, funny questions. We often join a live stream. Probably you notice today the speed of the drinking this Wuyi robe tea, 大红袍, Big Red Robe is slower than other teas. I share in our live stream because for Wuyi robe tea, for oolong, when you enjoy a oolong, we drink it sip by sip. The fragrance. When you deal with this tea, when you bring this tea, water temperature is essential in the sleeping time. Sleeping time must be well controlled. sweet milky aroma. Here this so far, any questions? If any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. Very intense floral fragrance, unlike 单丛，凤凰单丛啊，凤凰单丛，凤凰单丛 has more distinctive, refreshing high. You know that when we mention a floral fragrance can be very floral fragrance is a general way we describe floral fragrance as the tea is not flower. This tea cannot have exact flower fragrance. However, for the floral fragrance can be very vibrant in the nature, you know, rose or gardenia, sweet osmanthus, orchid aroma. Each different flower has different fragrance profile. It's high, intense, light, gentle, sweet, strong, refreshing, or high actual like this tea, a oolong tea, not only for oolong tea, yeah, for other Chinese teas as well. In the case if this tea oxidation level or fermentation level is high, this tea, the tea, the floral fragrance of this tea cannot be so high. Like you know when you just look at the Chinese high grade white peony, white tea, and the green tea. Green tea and yellow tea has both very refreshing high, you know, high and low medium. Floral fragrance is very different. I don't know. Can you understand what I'm talking about? And this tea has a dominant ripe, fruity fragrance, accompanied with a complex mixture floral aroma. Kettle high. This is our third infusion. When I finish this infusion, we will move to our Chinese tea ware. The color is really beautiful. This is our third infusion. Beautiful, intense gold color, honey color. If you're interested in this Wuyi Robe tea, Hong Pao, the Big Red Robe, Hong Pao, please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. The fragrance is very intense. You barely notice any baking fragrance. The baking, this slowly baking process is very essential for remaining the tea flavor taste for the later years. it's the key point. If this tea is not so well baked, not so well dry, for instance, the tea was finished last year, and now this year you try again this tea, probably this tea will lose a certain flavor and taste. In the case if this tea is not well baked, is not so well dried. This traditional charcoal baking aroma, but sorry, the traditional charcoal baking process is to inhibit the tea polyphenol to get oxidated in the future, to remain the tea fragrance and flavor. Okay, so any questions about this tea? If you don't have any questions about this tea, we'll move to our Chinese teaware section. I'm gonna show you this new arrival, this one. Very precious, one of the most high-end Chinese craftsmanship. It's called, the title is a little bit long. It's called the blue white porcelain. Do you know blue white porcelain under glazed gold? Do you know what's blue white porcelain? Blue white porcelain. Second, I will show you. This set new arrival is used with the two different craftsmanship. This in Chinese called You Li Jin. This red, gold red pigment. This is indeed a breakthrough craftsmanship in China, in Jingdezhen. Jingdezhen in China around world symbolizes the highest porcelain making skill, the selling level in China around world. If one day you get chance to visit Chinese porcelain exposition, I can say almost all of the 90% of them, the best porcelain is from this place. Wow, this tea. After drinking it, there's a sweet aftertaste inside my mouth. A sweet aftertaste, lingering finish. This is the basic feature you get from any kinds of good Chinese tea. This is it's like they call it like a proof of the quality. This tea, I feel a little bit hungry now. Okay. This Wuyi Robe tea, highly recommend to you. Now I will come back. In a few seconds. When I come back, I will continue introduce this tea with you. This tea way with you. During a tea waiting time, if you're interested in anything while presenting a live stream, please go to check out the short link in now. I got a new black caution. Probably will be better when to use for presenting the tea ways. Let's see that. Hello. Hello again. This is a new arrival. Please look at the details of wow. 100% handmade, hand painted. This is original design. Not so. This pattern is not so traditional like Chinese dragon, phoenix, flowers, birds, etc. This craftsmanship I have to emphasize the value of the craftsmanship in Chinese called Yolijin, a famous breakthrough craftsmanship of Jingdezhen from Jingdezhen, modern craftsmanship. This one, the intense blue color glaze is painted with the traditional cobalt pigment. So you're probably curious what's this gold pigment. This in Chinese this craftsmanship will call it Yolijin. The formula of this Yolijin is high secret. It's a high secret. Keep for every ceramic studio. In Jingdezhen, Jingdezhen, do you know how Jingdezhen is a place? If one day you get a chance to visit China, you're interested in porcelain, you can go to visit this small town. In Jingdezhen, Jingdezhen has a famous porcelain university. It's very interesting because when those artisans they graduate from the university, some of them they are together. They work together, and in Jingdezhen we call it as a ceramic studio. We don't call it as company. I'll call it ceramic studio. And for those this craftsmanship in Jingdezhen, only a few studios could make such color because don't think it's very easy to make it. This underglaze is regarded as one of the most high-end, the most difficult glaze in China around the world. By chance, if any friends, family working in ceramic, they will know the value of this craftsmanship. This one, look at ocean waves and flowers, horse. This pattern has a very interesting auspicious meaning, which signifies very very signifies fortune will come later. Fortune will come very soon. The details of the horse. A painting like this requires a lot of skill, painting skill. 1% fully hand painted. And please look at, do you know for the layout of this painting is very particular. You can imagine, first of all, you have to design correct layout for each horse, ocean waves and the flowers. This one. Look at the details. Really beautiful. Blue, white porcelain under glazed gold. $150 ml. This one highly recommend to you. Believe me, when it looks even much more beautiful than the screen. When you receive it, you will be surprised by its astonishing beauty. This is the cover. Flowers, ocean waves, horse. The fortune will come very soon. And besides the shape of this guy one, it's very comfortable for your 3 fingers to hold it. Look at the shape. Beautiful, really beautiful. I bet you never seen this blue white porcelain underglaze gold in your life. Even for if you're living in a big city, there's some Chinese tea shops you can go to visit. I'm not sure if they are selling this because this one has become very famous, become popular this year. Wow, look at this. This is guy one, and there's a teacup to match it. This one, well, yeah, the guy one 150 ml, 150 ml. This is the look at, very delicate. This is a very high-end Chinese, high-end class. Wow, blue white porcelain underglaze gold. If you're interested in anything we're presenting a live stream, please go to check out his shop link in our bio. Recently I recently downloaded a few new arrivals, blue white porcelain underglaze gold, Youli Jin. If you're interested in this is like contemporary design pattern. Not so classical, traditional. If you like such original design, for sure, yeah, this one highly recommend to you. If you like some traditional Chinese pattern, dragon flowers, birds, anything on, you can go to check our link. This one, really beautiful. Also, I have this classical pattern. Hand painted Chinese calligraphy. Blue white porcelain underglaze gold as well. This one 120 ml, 30 ml, small volume. Wow, look at this is beauty. Beauty will last forever. For such pictures, even for such piece, even in 200, 300, 500 years, when you look at this piece, is still masterpiece. A quality, look at such quality, craftsmanship, aesthetics from Chinese Jingdezhen. Wow. Blue white porcelain underglaze gold. This is the teacup to match together. A little bit high heat, very elegant. High class Chinese teaware. If you're interested in anything we are presenting on live stream today, please go to check out his shop link in our bio. We also have a tea tray to match. This one. Look at this beautiful calligraphy. Classical, traditional. And then besides, for this blue white porcelain underglaze gold, the texture is very particular. The texture very particular. You can there are a lot of minor bubbles, pores on the glaze. You feel like it's a breathing. This glaze can breathe. We call it a breathing glaze. The texture very beautiful and very moist. When you touch it, wow. This is a blue-white porcelain underglaze coat. I also have today I want to This is a classical pattern. There's something dirty. I want to clean it. I even don't know what's this. If you're interested in anything we are presenting on live stream, please go to check out his shop link in our bio. This peony set is from Chinese Jingdezhen as well. Oh, I think something. Hopefully I can clean it. Can you recognize this flower? Let me show you this. This is a traditional Chinese flower. Extremely beautiful. It's a Can you recognize it? The flower? This flower in Chinese called peony. Peony. Please look at second. I adjust our camera. Uh, 100% handmade, hand painted. This ceramic craftsmanship, we call it just call it 粉彩 family rose. This is a traditional pattern. For Chinese painting, is classified with the three types: portrait, landscape, and flower and bird. This one is the classical one, flower pattern painting, painted with three. You see the colors of three colors: blue, yellow, soft yellow, and pink. Look at details. This set is made from Chinese Wang Bin. By Chinese Yu Hongliang. Chinese Yu Hongliang. Look at details of this blossoming peony. Gorgeous. Butterflies and flower. This is the peony in Chinese culture, feng shui culture, signifies fortune, harmony in the family, house. Actual big signifies harmony is a big family. This one you can also display as a home decoration tree at the entrance to your house, in your sunroom. Actually, this one. You can also this tray can match with any kinds of teapot as well. With this guy one or pottery clay teapot, it's very delicate. Look at details. This is the guy one. Flower. When you touch it, you can feel the thickness of the thick layer of the pigment. Family rose. Look at details. Extremely delicate, refined. This is the cover. This is the cover. Wow, butterfly, the details of the butterfly. 130 ml. Very, very delicate. If you are interested in this peony set, peony that one set, please go to check out your shop link in our bio. Besides this peony, besides beautiful Chinese handmade, hand-painted porcelain, I also want to share some very interesting handmade, authentic Chinese wood fire. Wood fire. Have you ever tried or ever used any wood fire teaware or wood fire potteries or porcelain like this one? Do you know what's wood fire? During the firing process of pottery porcelain, if you use wood as a fire fuel, your ware will be classified as wood fire. For wood fire, there are two types: glaze or underglaze. In our tea shop, we're selling most of them. 95% they are unglazed wood fire. I'm gonna show you some like this one. Probably you get a little bit confused how they say it's unglazed. It looks like they're already glazed, right? This is this is the beauty of the wood fire. During the firing process, as the inside clean, when the temperature reaches over 1,200 Celsius degree, extremely high for pottery, the wood ash will start to melt, and the iron in the wood will have reaction with the iron in the clay to create natural glaze. Before I show you more details, I would like to introduce this wood firing process with you. It's very interesting. And besides wood fire, where as inside clean, there's nothing you can control. So the successful rate for wood fire is extremely low. Each piece is a single piece, unique piece. It's impossible to copy the same again. Wood fire, look at those I also call it the random beauty. this one. This one 100% handmade, authentic wood fire. Look at this natural glaze. This glaze was all called as falling ash natural glaze. Wow, look at this beauty. This beauty is given by fire. It's impossible to copy the same piece again. Look at this part. Wow. Random beauty. Look at inside. This one is, look at the guy one's skin is very thin. Beautiful masterpiece. When we look at wood fire, you cannot use the perfect eyes, the perfectionist eyes to look at. Unlike Chinese porcelain, Chinese porcelain, when we look at them, we chase perfection for porcelain. However, for the wood fire ware, it's different. Look at this. Wow, the bottom looks like eyes, the lake. This beauty is given by fire. Wow. Wow, this piece. Look at it. Look at the cover. Very vibrant. The color has vibrant glaze. Beautiful vitrification. This one 130 ml. 30 ml. Authentic wood fire guy one. In the market, there are a lot of imitating wood fire. They are not the real wood fire. This is this guy one. Look at this one as well. We look at this fallen ash glaze. A little bit pink, gray, white. Very, very thin. From Jingdezhen as well. Here there's a, we call it, there's the dropping tears. Green tear. It looks like a green crystal. So beautiful. This one, technically we call it, in China we call it a sweet, clean sweet. Very thin. This is the cover. So lovely. Very thin. This one. Elegant. Mm. 130 ml. 130 ml. And there's a masterpiece. This masterpiece I want to share with you. Dragon, look at this dragon. 100% handmade dragon. The dragon is passing through the cup. Look at outside. Beautiful metal finish, metal glaze. Natural form during the firing process. This craftsmanship. I even cannot. I don't know how to say English. This is made by the knife. Look at the metal, beautiful finish. Natural foam glaze. This is a masterpiece. So beautiful. Metal glaze. Wood fire. Wood fire, unique, single piece. Every piece is the single piece. If you like it, don't miss it, because once it's sold, it's possible to make the same again. And look at this one, wood fire as well. However, this wood fire a little bit particular because during the firing process, our artisans brought the soda glaze, you know what, soda powder, soda powder into the clean and to create pink, natural pink glaze. Look at this one, beautiful nitrification. Probably love this one, very lovely pink. Wow. And this is the guy one. Wow, look at inside. This is a beautiful artwork from Jingdechen. Wow, look at. Can you resist its beauty? Natural from glaze. Oh, this looks like ice, the lake in the winter. So this one, I fell in love with this set when I saw it. Extremely beautiful. Small volume, 100 ml. Look at it, this is the cover. Look at this part. This part is the unglazed. Do you know why unglazed? Because wood fire, when the wood fire that doesn't when the fire doesn't touch this part will be not glazed. You know, the glaze is natural forming inside clean. This part, you see, this part looks much more matte, not non-glazed. There's a teacup. Okay, this is a teacup. This is my personal selection, careful selection. If you're interested in this, so lovely, really lovely. So far, any questions? So far, any questions? Okay, if you don't have any further questions, time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Yita. If you're interested in anything we are presenting on live stream today, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. The tea I'm sharing with you today, this tea I highly recommend to you, especially have some already have some Chinese tea experiences. The fragrance still remains so fragrant. This tea. Okay, if you want to follow our next live stream, please make sure you follow our account and turn on our live stream notification, guys. I will be very happy to see you again for our next live stream. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach to us, and I will be okay. See you next time. Now I wish you a good day and good night, and good day, good night. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. See you. Bye bye. Bye.